All right, y'all. Today I'm going to be making my version of Spanish chicken and rice. So here we go. All right, so you want to start off by first cleaning your meat. So you want to clean. I clean mine with a little vinegar and a little a lemon, and then afterwards, I just started seasoning it up. So I'm just basically putting some adobo, some sazon I'm gonna put in there, and I'm gonna put some sofrito in there. You want to make sure if you're gonna do it in the sink, you want to make sure your sink is clean before you do any of that. So that's a little tip. But yeah, I'm gonna mix it all together, and then I'm gonna let it sit for about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, and just let all of that like marinate up. All right, so I got two pans, and I'm just spraying down these pans, and then I'm just placing the chicken, uh, just placing the chicken down into the pans. So I like to put one pan where I don't put nothing in it. It's just mainly like the Spanish seasoning, and kind of like that's ready first. So like if the kids want to nibble on that a little bit, then I allow them to do that before the rest of the food is done. But I'm just putting some of the red sofrito down, and I'm just placing that like in little pockets on top of the chicken, just placing that all around. And kind of when it cooks all together, it's gonna be like the bomb diggity. So yeah, so you're just gonna put all of the put that all down, just like a little here, a little there, or whatever. And then I also rub it in a little bit, and then I go down with some frozen uh peppers and onions. So I just go down with some frozen peppers and onions. Sorry for the noise in the background, but it was a little noise when I was recording this. So yeah, bottom a little bit. So when it all goes together, it kind of makes a little juice. And then I just put this in the oven on 400, and I just let it cook down, and it's gonna be when the juices it like when it's almost done, maybe when it has like a half an hour left, you take the foil off and just let everything like marinate and cook together. So moving on, we starting the rice. We're gonna put try to coat the bottom with some oil, your oil of choice, and a little garlic. So I put some garlic down and some oil, and you just let that saute up. Put as much garlic as you desire. Um, there's no limit. It's up to you what's your tolerance type. And then I like to go in with some more of the peppers and onions, the frozen. You could use fresh, but you know that's what I had on hand. So I just like to use a generous amount of peppers and onions, and just kind of like saute all of that, the garlic, the peppers, the onions, and the oil. Just kind of like all like bring that to a boil, stir it, make sure that's all like marinated for a few minutes, and then after that you are going to. All right, so now that everything is bubbling, pull the top off, everything is bubbling, everything is sauteed kind of a little bit. Then you want to go in with your rice. Usually I use jasmine rice. Um, but you use whatever rice works for you. So basically, you trying to blend the oil with the mixture, the garlic, the oil, the rice, the peppers and onions. You're trying to bring that all together, but you also not trying to burn it. So you just gonna keep like sauteing it up until it's all like mixed together. It's kind of like, yeah, just like this, kind of like just like that. You want to make sure that it's not sticking to the bottom. So I'm just making sure it's not sticking to the bottom. So after that, once it's all mixed up, you're gonna go in with your chicken bouillon. You're gonna put a good amount of chicken bouillon. Maybe, yeah, that should be good. And you're gonna go in. I usually go in with some onion and a little garlic powder as well, and then kind of mix that all up together. So that's basically what I'm doing here, and I'm just mixing it all together. Again, you don't want it to stick to the bottom, so you gotta constantly keep like putting stuff in, and then you're gonna keep stirring it, stirring it, stirring it, because you don't want it to stick. So that's basically what I'm doing right here. And then you're gonna go in with once that's all mixed up, you're gonna go in with a half a can of tomato sauce. Now, you use whatever. I know some people use Goya. I just use the organic brand that I get from Costco's, but you use whatever. And then I'll go in with some more sofrito. So I'll put some more of that down. I basically use the rest of the jar that I had. Kind of just did the getaway, shook it up from the bottom, and then pour that in there. It's all good, but you want to put a good amount in there. So you can taste it. So to balance everything out. And then you're going to just stir that around. And again, just to mix everything up together. And then kind of like the final step is to pour boiling hot water. It's key essential that you pour in boiling hot water. So this is hot water. You see the steam coming out. And basically you want to put hot water. I believe, in my opinion, I put a little too much. So you see how this is there. You want to put like maybe 1/4 less. So this is the chicken that I told y'all that the kids would nibble on, and that's the final product. This is how it looks. It actually turned out good. It was actually good. I thought it was a little soggy, but it actually turned out good. And that's how I make my Spanish chicken and rice. My family loves it. And it's a hit in our house. And also, I forgot to add that I usually cut up olives and Spanish olives and add it to the rice.